I don't know why I paused it. I just needed a moment. Thanks. Hey everyone, welcome to Nicole Reacts, where I, Nicole, react to online marketing guru trainings that I and now other people help me find on the internet. My qualifications for Snark are that I've owned a marketing company for the last 14 years. And during that time, I've started a couple of other small businesses. So I've both provided marketing services and needed marketing services as a business. So I think I have a pretty comprehensive view of things. So today's person we're reacting to is Jessie Lee, or as she calls herself, BossLee. Now, BossLee says that she is the #1 network marketer in the world, which is a little confusing because she's not even the top person at the MLM she's in, which is called Pruvit. I think Jessie Lee has hopped MLMs a couple of times, but she has a massive downline and has kind of built herself as a personality. So her alter ego is BossLee, and BossLee is very extravagant, very over the top. So kind of prepare yourselves for the video we're about to watch here. And in addition to that, kind of controversy has followed her wherever she goes. I'll link to some articles. I don't really want to get into it, but yeah, she's definitely been interesting. And my main kind of beef with her in terms of things that I've noticed as a casual observer watching anti-MLM videos react to her or just drama channels react to her is that she's not really super committed to the truth. And what I mean by that is, for example, in her origin story, she talks about how she was renting a basement apartment and needed to make rent. And that's how she started kind of her MLM business. But telling the story in a different location, she mentioned that she was living in her mother's basement. And so it begs the question, is her mother charging her rent despite her not being able to pay? Or is this story manufactured as a way to create faux relatability? So this video we're reacting to is called Bonus 421 Social Media System Training. It's 33 minutes. And so I'm guessing this is geared at network marketers, multi-level marketing people, but we'll see. It is a social media training, so maybe there's something we can learn from it. So one of the BossLee brand things is, I think she wears black most of the time, but she definitely always wears red lipstick. So I am wearing my magenta lipstick for snarking purposes here today.
What's up, YouTube? It's Jessie Lee. Call me #BossLee, and I hope you love the video you're about to see. I'm pretty sure you will, because it's always content over here. I want to tell you about a couple other things, specifically one that you can also get some more value from.
All right, so with our gurus, right, they usually either have a trailer, a movie trailer of how awesome they are, or they have a background establishing their authority. And as we see here, Jessie Lee is no exception. She has a bunch of awards on the wall, and I can assure you, I can't see anything much. Icon earner, MVP mentor award, top recruiter, whatever. I can't quite see everything back here, but as you see, she has a lot of awards. It looks like there's a picture of her talking on a stage on a frame. And then there's like a singular kind of sad snow globe. I don't know. I feel like these awards could be readable if she displayed them differently, but maybe that's on purpose. Anyway, background establishing her as a top-level boss babe here.
And all you need to do, and you can do it now, just pause this video, is go ahead and text YouTube to 844-277-9762. I'm going to be really upping the text game, and it's literally me texting you back. So if you want to have a more one-on-one conversation with me, enjoy the video, subscribe, comment below, and make sure you text YouTube. Again, to 844-277-9762. Hey guys, so it's about 9:30 in the morning, and I'm about to do a training for Bongiwe in South Africa. She has a big African team, and they want some help on building an online business and some systems that will work. So pretty pumped. So I am very big.
All right. Wow. Okay, I really feel like she could have equalized the volume there. I try to do that when I upload my videos, and I'm kind of an amateur at this. So I'm going to turn this down so that our eardrums don't bust out of our heads here. And the other thing I think is weird is she filmed that intro and now she's filming herself sitting in front of a computer. I'll be curious if she starts kind of sharing her screen, but if this is the whole thing and she thinks that this is super valuable, I don't get why she couldn't have lightly edited it to maybe get herself more in the frame and maybe like be putting up examples as she goes along. We'll see. Maybe she is going to do that. I'm just predicting that most of her stuff doesn't have a lot of polish that I've seen. So I'm not thinking, she's not thinking about the post-production value of watching this, is my impression.
Big with names. And so I would love to be able to, I want to make sure I'm saying your names correctly. So hold on, where is she? So can you say your name for me so I say it right?
I don't get why she didn't, she clearly lightly edited this video. I'm not quite sure why she didn't cut like parts like this out. This is not super interesting to those of us watching, but
my name is Tembile.
Tembile?
Tembile.
Oh, I love it.
Hi, Jessie Lee. Welcome. My name is Bongiwe.
Bongiwe. Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's easy.
Very easy.
Okay, well, Bongiwe, that's very, okay, I was like, oh, if I say something wrong, that's disrespectful. So I wanted to make sure I said it right. Great.
All right, I literally can't watch a whole training of her looking at her computer. I just previewed it. The whole thing is her looking at her computer. So let me see.
7 minutes in a new video later.
So today's video we're watching is Jessie Lee Ward drops gold at GPRM. And that stands for Go Pro Recruiting Mastery. This is Eric Voorhees' network marketing conference. And you'll appreciate that he did this conference virtually on, so there's like a stage and I don't think anyone's in the room. There's just screens of people on the Zoom call. I think that's what we're going to be watching. This video is 27 minutes and 41 seconds. All right, let's see what Jessie Lee, BossLee, has to say. Okay, this must have been actually, I was mistaken. This must have been before the pandemic, because obviously it's a live audience. During the pandemic, they did GoPro over Zoom. It looks like there's people in this room.
GoPro! What's up, guys? Hello!
So please appreciate that I lowered the volume to practically nothing. Like you can look on the bottom part of my screen. It's maybe at like 10%. So you can imagine if we were listening to this at full volume, how painful it would be.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jessie Lee Ward. You guys call me hashtag.
I'm turning it down more.
Anyone heard that before? Yeah. So I am Jessie Lee Ward. I'm super to be here with you guys. I am taking you to school today. Okay. So get your pens out, get your notes out. I'm going to teach you how to do what I do, and we're going to have fun with it. Are you guys okay with that?
Oh my God, this could be the longest 27 minutes.
Don't even know what we're doing here, people. All right, so I'm BossLee. Basically, I have done everything organically. So what you see, the only reason I show you these numbers, this Instagram following, this Facebook following, is because I don't spend money to do it.
All right, so I thought I was going to have her with this one, but I have looked at the ad library of Facebook, and I went back as far as 2018 to see if she's run any ads on this page, and it doesn't look like she has. She does have a lot of page managers on the page, though, so maybe to produce all that content or to moderate things, she does have, it looks like, at least 15 Facebook administrators. So, you know what, Jessie Lee, I'm going to give you this one. You're not lying here.
So if you're sitting here and you're like, I swear I have to know all the people, I got to have all the connections, I got to spend $1 million to make $1 million. Yeah, no. Okay, this is network marketing. All right, okay. So you can do this, and I want to show you where your humans are. I want to show you how to...
I kind of want to count how many times she says, all right, okay. Maybe I'll add a tally to this video. I'm just saying that in case I do.
Find them online, and I want to show you how to attract your tribe. Are we okay with that today? Okay, let's move along then.
All right, so where do I find my humans? Has anyone thought this before? You're like, yeah, so I go live. Like, I love what Ray said, but, you know, it's like I'm talking to me, myself, and I. Those are my only friends. And then sometimes my mom gets on. I'm like, thanks for Thanksgiving. It was great. Mom, this is embarrassing. Bye. Okay, anyone? Right? So you've got to find your humans. You got to know where you're supposed to look. Is that kind of, you guys, okay, I see a lot of nodding. This is positive, people. I like the reinforcement. So I think that you need to get those pens and papers out right now. We're going to do a quick assignment together, and we are going to find our people. Everyone down with that? Yes, awesome. So let's brainstorm some things. Let's brainstorm hobbies we have maybe. Okay, you can shout them out if you want to. Like for me, I like dogs. I'm a dog mom, okay? For me, I like working out. I like travel. I like shoes. I like dance parties in my car. I like cars, actually. Like, write them down. Write down your things. Are you here you go. I gave you some ideas. Do you like llamas? Any llama lovers? I just wanted to know, so I put it on there. Like dogs, cats, your kids, if you're a parent, maybe you like cars, you like football, you like basketball, you like soccer, you like cricket. I'm trying to think like all the other countries. I don't know what you people do. Like whatever, all these other things, tattoos, yoga.
I don't know what you people do. My God.
Whatever are things. We all have things, right? And how many of you are moms and dads? A lot of you, cool. Who were you before you were just mom and dad? Write those things down. I know, it's like funny because it's true and that's like your problem right now. Okay, you're just mom and dad and you're like, I don't know where to find people. Well, you could go to the mom and dad.
We're 5 minutes in and all we're doing is writing down our interests. Okay.
Dad groups. But why don't we also do some things that made you happy and you were passionate about before you were just mom and dad? Does that make sense? These are your people. Because I think sometimes people look at me and they go, whoa, she's taken all, everybody knows who Jessie Lee is. There's no one left. Yeah, okay, that's not true. There's still 2.5 billion people on Facebook, okay? We can find some humans. All right, maybe you like musicals. Anyone seen Wicked lately? Listen, I'm just going to say one word, people. Scarecrow, okay? Yo, that was a scarecrow. Do I just have ADD? I don't know, but I had no idea. I freaked out. Okay, so anyone who hasn't seen Wicked is like, wow, she does have ADD, even if it is self-diagnosed. Okay, so yeah, that's a good one. All right, so write down your 5 things, and here's what you're going to do. We got a game plan. Here's what you do. Everyone have their 5 things? Nod, say yes if you have your 5. Can be more than 5. Okay, we need to go to Facebook groups, and you need to follow hashtags on Instagram based on your hobbies, the things that you care about, because that's where your people are hiding. Your people are not coming to me. Let's be real honest for a second here. There's some of you who didn't know who I was 5 minutes ago, and you're still recovering from me. Like, you're like, she's loud, like really loud. Like, I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I'm having like a moment. Okay, you're not my people. You would never join our team. You'd be like, yeah, no. Is this like all the time? I just can't. Okay, so if you're not out there putting yourself out there in your groups about soccer and about nice clothes and about whatever it is for you, your people won't find you either. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I think that's really important that we make sure everybody understands there's plenty of humans out there.
Find groups and follow hashtags based on your interests. 7 minutes in. We have interests. We need to join groups related to them and find hashtags on Instagram related to them.
Okay, so your game plan is to go into these groups. Now, I'm not going to give you a weekly plan. I don't know where I got this image. Probably this website y'all should know about. It's called Google, Google. Okay, it's a good place. You can find some things. Okay, I'm not organized, so I don't have a weekly plan for you, but I will tell you, go in there and start interacting. Start commenting when you like somebody's makeup. Start commenting when somebody posts something funny. Start engaging with people and creating rapport. Guys, this is a relationship business. Have you noticed? You don't do business with people you don't like. If you're like, oh no, bad energy, I need to pray after I hang out with you. Okay, if you're with those people, you do like cleansing, you get out the sage, you're burning all kinds of stuff. Okay, you're like, oh, I know those people. I know exactly who she's talking about. Okay, all right, no. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start engaging with people. We're gonna create relationships.
Here's the thing, though. Like, we all know these people. They join the group and they're enthusiastically interacting. You click over to their profile and you see they're in a multi-level marketing company. So you know that the only reason they're interacting with you is because they're going to want to sell you something in approximately 1 to 4 weeks. So I feel like people are kind of onto this. Granted, it looks like this is from 2018 based on the whole like buy tickets to 2019 conference that flashed on the screen a little while ago. So yeah, maybe this technique worked a couple of years ago, but it's definitely not going to work now.
Relationships with people, and we're not going to pitch them.
Yeah, don't immediately pitch someone when you just meet them. Yeah, amazing advice.
Just scaring some of you. Like, I thought I was supposed to pitch everyone. Like, I thought everyone needed to know everything. No, I put this. Oh, they changed my slide so fancy. Okay, so you're going to do that repeatedly. I need to go back because now I done messed up. Let's go. Okay, game plan. All right, so we're going to start engaging in these groups. We're going to start finding people. They're going to start sending you friend requests.
I'm not going to friend someone just because I'm talking with them underneath a group post in a Facebook group.
Have you guys had these before? Yeah? Okay. When someone sends you a friend request, don't immediately respond to them, or don't immediately accept them. Immediately respond to them and say, hey, I was just wondering, how you doing? How did you find me? Oh, I was in that group about jewelry, and you always commenting on my stuff. Thanks so much.
Except for when weird dudes try to friend you on Facebook. Yeah, you don't want to necessarily always ask this question.
I'm like, oh, you got great shoes. You're so funny. Like, you're really friendly. You're always clicking like on my stuff. Right? This is how you find your people. So, I had this game plan I call 4, 2, 1, boom. We do 4, 2, 1, boom together. Gets me excited. Okay, look, guys. Some of you are like network marketing little terrorists on your Facebooks and your Instagrams. And it's terrifying all of us, and I'm going to need it to stop. Okay? Here's what some of you do. You join your company, and you love your company, and you should love your company because you joined it, right? Yeah. Okay, but here's what you do. You go and you buy all the swag, and you change your cover photo to said company, and you put on the whole attire, and you take like a really cute selfie. But you shouldn't even do selfies anymore. You should totally put your phone on self-timer and prop it against something and then run away really fast. Like,
I don't know why I paused it. I just needed a moment. Thanks.
that's like a pro tip. I suggest you write that down. Because if you think I got a photographer following me around, it is called Me, Myself, and I, okay? All right. So, anyway, that's a fact. All right, so you're going to engage, like I said. So 4, 2, 1, boom goes like this. What is 4 plus 2 plus 1? Say, oh, Lisa, you're so good at math. How about that? Because I'm not. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. How many of you are sitting here and you're like, I really need this social media day because I have no idea what I'm doing? The last time I posted on Facebook was when my child was born 18 years ago. Right? You're like, I'm really taking notes here, people. Okay, if that's you, 4, 2, 1, boom is going to start getting you going. All right, so if you're really scared right now and you don't know where to begin, this is really for you. And if you are the weirdo who takes all the pictures in your company swag and your last name, you have turned into Mr. and Mrs. MLM, this is also for you, okay? Because like I said, who were you before you were mom and dad? Who were you before MLM? Some of you have done forgotten. It is so sad. I'm like, oh my goodness, where have they gone? Where have all the people gone? They've turned into a shaker bottle. Okay, like, let's not do that anymore, guys, okay? I get it. You like your protein shake. It's fine. All right. So the 4, what were those things I just had you write down? We wrote down 5 things, right? Yes. Oh, you did. All right. So those 5 things start posting about during the week. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7 because some of you with 0 social media following need to start posting just 1 time a day. It's not that hard, right, people? Okay. So 4 times a week, I like to post something that has nothing at all to do with anything related whatsoever to the kind of company I'm in, okay? Has nothing to do with the products I sell, has nothing to do with building an amazing organization, has nothing to do with any of this stuff. It's Jessie Lee hour, right? So I was here in Vegas, came in a few days earlier, finished off the tattoo sleeve. This has nothing to do with what I sell, people. This is a tribute tattoo for my Nana. I'm Hawaiian, okay? So that is a great example of a post. How many of you wrote down dogs? You like dogs? Yes, there we go. We have some dog lovers. The rest of you, terrorists, fine. Okay, like, concerned. All right, look, I don't know of it. There probably are some like pet MLMs out there, but I don't know about them. So a dog picture is perfectly acceptable. You taking your dog on a walk, you doing whatever, awesome.
We get the idea. You post content about your life. You don't try to sell anyone anything. Let's see how many more examples she gives to fill the time.
How many of you have noticed some people join companies and it's like they must have shipped the children off to boarding school? Where did they go? Where are the kids? Never to be seen again. Okay, not good, not positive. All right, post your children.
Post your children if you feel comfortable, and post them sparingly, because people who overshare about their kids freak me out. And also, your children are going to grow up and have to deal with that social media catalog of information someday.
Things your family does. Post this. Just one post a day, people. You can commit to that, can't you? Yes. Extra bonus tip if you're trying to boost an algorithm is do it at the same time every single day so people know what to expect.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but okay, I guess it can't hurt anything to post at the same time every single day.
They know what time to expect a post from you. They know what time you're going to show up on live. They know what's going on. And your lives don't need...
I agree to like having a set time that you go live, because people who just sporadically go live, I never see it, because I need to get into the pattern of their schedule to actually see them.
Need to be business lives. They can be funny lives. I teach our team. I'm like, how many of you, let's do it here. Who knows how to fold a fitted sheet? Raise your hands. Like, we actually need audience participation. We're serious on this one.
I worked at a bed and breakfast. I know how to fold a fitted sheet.
The audience. Okay, so raise your hand if you do not know how to fold a fitted sheet. Okay, those of you with your hands raised, how many of you would watch a 2-minute video of somebody folding a fitted sheet? Even if you're never going to do it, you're like, hey, actually, there's humans who know how to do that? Oh, word. Okay. Right? Right? So you're overthinking, right? I see people with these like zucchini zoodle makers and stuff these days. I cannot look away. I'm mesmerized by the zoodle maker because I can't cook. I set fires. Okay? So it can be anything. That's your 4. Okay? This is going to be a ratio that you are going to do all the time on both Instagram and on Facebook. Okay? So 4-2-1. So 4 having nothing to do with your company, with your business, with the lifestyle.
We get it.
Around your business, anything. Okay? Then we've got our 2. Our 2 is like kind of, right? So like if I'm in a health and wellness company, as an example, it might be me at the gym, right? If I'm in a makeup company, it might be when I beat a face, which I do regularly. Okay, right? If I'm in whatever, you get the point. Just kind of. Maybe you can have a shirt on that your company sells, some swag. Maybe if you've got a really cute product, you can have it sort of in the picture like you're holding it in your hand. You're dripping on these people. This is called the subconscious. We buy subconsciously all the time, don't we? Yes, we do. That's why you listen to Cardi B. And
How is holding a product subtle? I don't know. I feel like that's like showing the, I don't know. We'll see where the 1 in the boom comes in, but I feel like some of her suggestions are not as subtle as she thinks they are.
And you're at Crystal spending way too much money. Oh my gosh, I never even knew about Fendi. Okay, so and then we've got the 1. Okay, the 1 is the boom, people. Okay, boom. You can spank them once a week. I don't care what you want to call it. Okay, just once a week, you just say, give me your money. Okay, I made you laugh all week. I entertained you. I gave you value. I did whatever all week long. You enjoy watching my Instagram stories. They're hilarious. I have checked. I watch them myself. Okay, y'all watch yours too. Don't even lie to me. It's just like when you look at a photo, you're like a group photo. It could be this group photo, and you're just zooming in like really far. Do I look good in that photo? Y'all do it. All right. You're like this little speck. Right? The boom. Bring down the thunder on your boom posts, okay? And I'll show you exactly what my boom is once a week. But this is what your Facebook or your Instagram should look like for the most part. Okay? You look at something like this. This was a feed of mine from, when was I in Australia last? I don't remember. I live on an airplane. But some of these are Australia. You can tell.
Oh my God.
I like fashion. One I can see I've got some good shoes. I got a Chanel bag in a picture. One I've clearly worked out. One I'm traveling, like I said. One's a first class flight. One's my dog. I can see my little boo-boo. One I've got friends in the Dominican. One I've got the makeup. You see the American flag thing going on.
So she doesn't talk about kind of lifestyle content in her post. She just says you living your life, but it sounds like it's important for her to showcase the Chanel bag, the first class trip, that kind of thing. And I think that that's kind of interesting. And like I said, to me, you can always tell a grifter from somebody who is genuinely successful, because grifters got to show you their lifestyle continuously.
On another gym one. One is a car that I have. One's Calvin. Is that Calvin? No, that's Fabian and me. You get the point. This is all me, right? This is just, like, this is my life. Do you want to join? What's good? This is really important. If you look like an advertisement all the time for your company or for network marketing or for your training program or for whatever you're doing, you scare people away because they think you forgot how to be human. Okay, this is my boom, okay? Once a week, I go live about our product, and it is literally only 15 minutes long, and it is so fast and so not sciencey and so not anything some of you probably do when you try to pitch the opportunity or the product to people. Because some of you get out this whole like rigmarole with like this, you got like flip charts and you got this science sheet and I don't even know, like, what? No, not gonna work. Okay, so I do this.
Well, some people do like science content or like informational content in general. So because she doesn't like it, I don't think she should outright dismiss it. Just my opinion.
This once a week, I pretty much say, hey, I made you laugh for the last 6 days. Now you give me your money. Thank you so much.
So in her little 4-2-1 thing, she doesn't say be funny or how to be funny. I'll be curious. We're going to go look at her content after this video and see what she thinks is funny.
Carry on. Okay? No one cares because all week long they enjoyed me. Are you like, oh, what? Kind of makes sense. Instead of, hi, my company, hi, my company, hi, my company, hi, my company, sale company, flyer from a company. It's a really good way to lose all your friends really fast. Okay? All right, so if you do this consistently and you become the consistency king or queen of your business, you will blow up on social. Okay? These I did myself. I do this every year on Halloween. I sit down, I put on a podcast, and I paint for a few hours. Okay? Thank you. And I'll tell you, not only is this really cool looking, and so I get a lot of new followers, y'all all have talents. Like I said, some of you can cook. I set fires. Okay? You don't want to, I'm not trying to start an arsonist channel online. So we just don't cook. I've tried once and the pizza fell in the oven. It just, not good. Okay? Not good. A lot of views, but not good. Right? So I do this. Not only is this a lesson that you can show up every single day and touch your business, I always joke around. I'm like, if the day of the week ends in a Y, y'all need to be doing something, right? When people go, oh, what are you doing on Wednesday? I'm like,
so I feel committed to finishing this with you, but editing Nicole is going to make the call whether I end up cutting up the last part of it or not, or parts of this last bit, because it's feeling really repetitive at this point.
I don't know. What day of the week is, what day is that? And they're like, seriously? I'm like, of course, serious. So show up. This is also a great example for the leaders in the room. Your team watches everything you do. They don't care what you tell them to do. Have you noticed? Okay? They watch your feet. They watch what events you go to. They watch the activity. They watch when I painted these in Hong Kong. I painted these in Taiwan. I painted these in New York, California, Texas, Maryland, Kentucky, and Florida. Got done all 31 days of Halloween. I'm not asking you to paint your face. I'm asking you to post on Facebook for a month straight and I just don't know if I can commit to that. Okay, sounds like a problem of yours. Okay, so high tech, high touch using stories. Guys, how many of you love Instagram stories and you love your Facebook stories? Okay.
Hate them.
If you're having a hard time with the Facebook algorithm, I'm sure you're going to get some awesome tips on that in a little bit here. But I will tell you, pay attention to the little nuances that change. As an example, there's a lot of attention on Facebook stories right now.
Yeah, it's true. In 2018, the stories were the big thing. Now it's reels or sort of short form video content. It's always going to change.
If you are not adding your posts to both your story and your wall, you're losing a ton of views. Okay? Follow that 4-2-1 right here in your stories also. So I'm funny on my stories, I'm engaging on my stories, I'm goofy on my stories, I'm all over the place. I always like to say I look like a dump truck most of the time. I'm like, I don't have to look like this all the time. You can do it too. All right? On your stories, you got to show people your life, man. I hung out in Florida with some of these amazing men in the back row over there. I was having the time of my life. One of them was trying to tell me about his life, and I go, I know. I saw it on Instagram. He's like, are you serious, Jesse? They're like, yes, Matt, I saw all of it. I saw all of it, okay? You got no news for me, friend. But that's so powerful because how many people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust?
I don't know. I sometimes ask people what's new, and I would rather sometimes hear it from them than see it on their Instagram. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little old-fashioned, though.
All of us. Yet some of you are so scared. Oh, I got to put on my whole face of makeup. I got to make sure everything. No, get ugly, man. Put on a dog filter if you need to. Whatever. I don't care. Doesn't matter, but you need to show people what you're doing. Especially when you're talking about, oh, I consistently work my business. Oh, I'm building a business. You can't show up and build anything if you're not doing it every single day.
I feel like doing the thing and documenting yourself doing the thing are different. I am bad at documenting myself doing the thing, but that doesn't mean I'm not building my business. I don't know. This is performative.
How many of you have done a presentation one time and then you take off a few weeks and you go to do it again and it's like really hard, right? Like you're restarting the movement of the wheel, right? Anyone notice this before? Like your dabblers can't understand why they can't get their business off the ground. Hello, people, consistency. Once the wheel starts moving, it's fast. It's easy. You got your scripts, your one-liners, you're funny. Okay.
If it's so easy, why do less than 1% of all people in network marketing earn money?
Bye. You've got all the things rolling off the tip of your tongue, and it's like effortless. But if you have to keep restarting every few weeks, or I only do presentation on Friday nights. Good on you, mate. Like, really? Okay.
You just said that you only go live once a week. So what's wrong with somebody saying they only go live on Friday nights?
Maybe that's why it's really hard for you to build a big business, because people go, yeah, I see you doing this Monday through Thursday, and then you do like a little bit of work on Friday. Is that really all I need to do to build a network marketing business? No. Okay. But I love stories because this high-tech, high-touch thing is everything to me. I love knowing what's going on our team's lives. I love knowing the names of the pets that are in the families, the kids' names, the spouses' names, where they went on vacation, where they want to go next, what's happening in their life, if the kid is sick, if they're sick, if whatever's going on. All of that can be achieved through these stories. Does that make sense?
So something that all these gurus sort of get at, but don't outright say, they'll say things like, okay, you're only posting once a day. So you're posting 7 times in the week, and it's not very time consuming. I only go live for 15 minutes. But then if you think about, oh, well, I already know this about these people. I know all this stuff about them because I follow them. Here's the thing is that, yeah, it only takes you a little bit of time to actually post content. But for you to actually know what's going on, you have to read through the Instagram feed. You have to watch a bunch of stories. You have to, scan the Facebook feed. And that takes time. That takes more time than posting the content. So I really wish they would sort of acknowledge that, yeah, you might spend 15 minutes posting content, but you're probably going to spend an hour between Facebook and Instagram seeing what's going on with everybody on the different, the stories and the lives and the in-feed content. And that is not an insignificant amount of time.
They're amazing, right? I know so much about people in our organization, it scares people. I'll send them flowers. How did you know that my favorite flower is a lily? I'm like, I don't know, 3 months ago you told me on Facebook, right? How did you know my favorite color is blue when you bought me those earrings, Jessie Lee? Well, he said it on Instagram like 6 months ago. I took a little note. Right? So
she must have a CRM or something. Like, there's no way she can keep this all in her head. Although, I guess when I was younger, I used to remember all kinds of things about clients, like where their kids were going to college and names of their animals and stuff like that. My brain just, I miss my 27-year-old brain for just being able to hold on to that information. But I'm wondering, she must have a CRM. She must, if she has 15 people managing her Facebook page, she must have kind of her eyes and ears everywhere.
As a leader, start following your team. Another big pro tip. Okay, follow your team and watch what they do. And you can do this so mindlessly. Tap, 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 tap. Right? And then you actually have something to talk to them about when you see them at events instead of, oh, how's the weather in California? It's the same as always. It's 70 and sunny. Right? You can say, hey, how's your dog Teddy, Melissa? What's going on? How's little Teddy? Oh, he misses you, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. How'd you know? How's Annabelle? Oh, great, right? You know what's happening in their life. Do this if you want to lead, and do this if you want to prospect. You'll also start seeing gold mines in these stories because people will say what they're unhappy about. Oh my gosh, Christmas is coming. Blech. Okay, well, that sounds again like your struggle. Let me help you. Right? You can see all these things. So, I already said.
Oh my God, nothing like mining information to find out when someone's desperate for money. My God.
But this is your 4-2-1 ratio, and I wanted to show you really quickly where you hit for the stories to go. So on Facebook, you can see on the right-hand side, you just click on the little button. Now what you can do on Instagram, but sometimes it's glitchy, is you can set it so that it auto-posts. Doesn't always work. So what I like to do is make sure I have the settings saved so that when I post it on Instagram, as you can see on the left-hand side, it auto-saves onto my phone, and then I can post it on Facebook, and I can even ask for engagement because now Facebook has the little polls. I can say, do you like this, yes or no? Location tags, all of these little geolocators. Instagram and Facebook want you to use all those things under the little smiley face. There's a little smiley face tab up on the top right-hand side. Add temperature, add location, add, I love the little GIFs like the, I'm sure you're shocked that I enjoy those, right? My personality doesn't give it away at all, right? But I love those funny little things. They're so silly. So add those and follow that same ratio in your stories as you do on your wall. So that 4-2-1, most of the stuff I post has nothing to do with business. It's entertainment. It's crazy how many people watch my story. It's nuts. The amount of followers I have, I looked yesterday, it's like 56,000 views on my, because I had said as a business, 56,000 views or something like that.
How many people though do you think like not hate watch her, but sort of like, I don't know, it's like fascination / I can't believe this person exists versus are watching her admiringly? I just wonder.
Of just people stalking creators. All right. Also super, super important is to write all of your copy of your captions, which just means your text, with all 4 color personalities. This is like my bread and butter.
Color personalities. Okay, she hasn't talked at all about this, but she's referencing it. I'll be curious if she explains it now.
Okay, I am a red, can you tell? Really aggressive. We call it passion sometimes. Okay? But I'm super aggressive, especially in business, but I'm all yellow. Like I'm a mush ball. Our team was sending me all this stuff today. I'm crying my face off all day. It was super attractive, right? So when I write captions...
So I'm not entirely sure the color personality thing that she's talking about. I'll put the one on the screen that I think she's referring to. Basically, it seems like based on your sort of personality, you're one of 4 colors. I feel like any of these personality tests are just kind of give people a shorthanded way to understand how they can relate to you. And I don't think they're necessarily bad, but I do think it's funny that she says she's red, but she's really a yellow, which is cooperative and communicative. That's really interesting to me.
If you want to sit down and like scroll through something and read what I write, you'll understand what I'm saying. Follow the logic behind it. The reds want to know about the money. They want to know about the experiences. They want to know how they can get what you have. I'm in Hong Kong in this picture. Reds are like, all right, word. How do I get to Hong Kong? Okay, they want to know. Then you've got greens. I talk about analytics stuff all the time. The numbers, not the income claims, but the numbers of how things happened, how the team did, things like that. Specific.
We care about numbers, but not about income as analytical people. Okay.
Then I go blue. I go, okay, something fun, something wild, something, oh my gosh, look at this busy street in Hong Kong. So fun. Look at this, blah, 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 look at the pretty wall, whatever. Okay, blues dig it. And then mushy, gratitude, how I feel, how this experience is. When you hit all 4 of those, you're going to sell everything. I'm telling you. I use this as a boom post for those of you who will never go live. I use this as one of my boom posts. Okay? This was one of the first times I ever posted at all about an opportunity on my wall, and I did it with all 4 color personalities. We did a private webinar. It was the first time we ever did it. We gave people 5 hours notice, and it had, I don't even remember, 800 some people on it. Boom. Like, it was like lead central. You had to register for it and everything. It was totally mental. So write intelligent copy, spend time doing it, and then, even more important, engage with these people. Some of you are out there like, I got no followers, nobody cares about me. Okay, look. It's because the people who did care about you and were putting the hearts on the walls and were commenting, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Okay, you were like, oh yeah, I know. Doesn't work like that. You've got to give to get. So if somebody writes on my wall, little pro tip, I like to match energies. Okay, so at minimum, if someone puts an emoji, I'll respond with a different emoji. If someone writes a sentence, I'll respond with a sentence. If someone writes a paragraph, I'll give them 2 sentences. Okay, but people are.
I thought you were matching the energy. So why didn't you write a paragraph back? Why only 2 sentences, Jessie Lee?
Showing you what they want, so do more of that. This one I don't want to explain. Take a picture of it. Okay. Download your Facebook friends list. Get rid of the people who do not exist anymore. Get rid of the people who make you feel less than worthy because you are worthy. There's nothing that separates you from me except for a lot more work ethic. That is all you need, guys. You have everything you need inside you to be on this stage. You have everything you need inside you to take your business to the pro level. You have everything inside you. There is no coincidence on earth that you are sitting in this room. You were supposed to be here. There were thousands and thousands of other network marketers who could have been here, and you showed up. You are worth it. So my name is Jessie Lee Ward, and I know it might sound weird, but I love you guys.
Oh, gross.
Crazy because I don't know most of you.
Yeah, it is.
Some of you hate people for no freaking reason, so let me love you. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.
God. All right, so what did we learn from Jessie Lee? Well, we learned we have to post about ourselves 4 times a week. A light sort of product placement, subtle opportunity post twice a week. And a boom, which is where you ask for their money, post once a week. We need to be using stories on both Facebook and Instagram. We need to be using the engagement parts of those stories, like having polls or just animated GIFs. We need to join groups of people with our interests so that we can be interacting with people so that they will friend us. We need to not sell people right away. And we need to match energy. So when someone leaves an emoji, we leave an emoji. When someone leaves a sentence, we write a sentence back. So as part of this, does Jessie Lee know what she's doing? I want to look at her Facebook page together. So Jessie Lee's in Pruvit, which is the ketones MLM, but I think she probably makes most of her money by coaching other network marketers. That's what I'm guessing based on this whole texting thing. So let's scroll down, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at 14 of her posts, okay, aka 2 weeks worth of content, right? And we're going to see whether she's posting an about her post, a light sales light post, or a give me your money overt sales post, whether it's a 4, a 2, or a 1. So in this video, I see that she says, get ready with Jessie Lee. It's a lash kit, moxielash.com/Jessie Lee. I'm guessing that this is an affiliate. So if you are making money off of directly linking to something, I would call that a boom post. Okay, so we're going to tally. This is 1 for the boom posts. And then one-on-one coaching in Las Vegas. Make sure you share and subscribe. So this also looks like a boom post. She's selling her coaching. Let's close some deals. Hope this training can help you and your team. Okay, let's assume that this is, without watching this whole thing, that it is just a completely altruistic training. So we'll call this a sort of maybe sales light, because she might mention her company or something like that, but this is a training. So, okay. Looking for pro tips for 2022. Check out this marketing in 22. Check out this live. Let's pretend she doesn't mention her company at all. She's just talking about marketing. So we'll call this a something about herself. Okay, this cover upload we're not going to count. Jump over into Instagram and ask a question. Excited to what you all want to know. So she's holding up a bottle and shaking it. This looks like a ketones thing. So we're going to call this a sales light, assuming she's mostly answering personal questions, but is holding her bottle of ketones in it. Okay, it's funny because it looks like she mostly is posting videos. So 2 of the Network Marketing Hall of Fame $1 million verified annual earners having a conversation. Also one of my favorite humans. So this to me is pretty she's not directly selling something, but she is, I would call this sales light. Okay. The Tinder swindler can probably teach you a thing or two about business. Okay. Maybe she's just talking about the Tinder swindler. So we can call this just a personal post. Again, I don't want to watch all these, but it's funny how they're all videos and none of them are still images. I'm going to just go check her photos and see when her last kind of still all photos. Okay, so interestingly enough, the last photo she posted was in 2021. So, and this is makeup. And I know that she does like the Halloween kind of makeup things. Moxie lashes. Yeah, okay. So these are all from 2020. So yeah, so looking at that feed, a lot of this is video content, which I get. I do a lot of video content on Facebook because the algorithm seems to like it. And it does seem to have better engagement. And it is, she doesn't run ads, but it is way cheaper to run ads on videos. And, you know, she doesn't post all of that like sort of funny, quirky kind of post. It looks like all this content-wise is either sales light or the boom post that she's talking about. So a podcast about her talking about sales would be sort of sales light, because obviously she's going to talk about her business in that and how people can join it or whatever. And I would say a more direct one would be her, you know, mentorship calls are closing in a few days. Sign up if you want to have one. That's a pretty direct ask. So yeah, I don't think Jessie Lee is necessarily following her own advice. Maybe she doesn't have to anymore because she has a big enough audience. And it seems like people are buying it, which is kind of amazing to me. So it seems like Jessie Lee has made this very specific brand, which is working for her in some regard. But I don't think that this approach would work for everybody. First of all, this very outgoing approach doesn't work for a lot of different kinds of people. And on the business owner end, if you are not naturally extroverted, you pretending to be this extroverted is going to cost you a lot of energy, at least in my opinion. And I don't think it's worth the energy you're going to spend pretending to be someone else for you to get a couple of extra sales. I think you can actually get followers by just being yourself. There is a lot of introverts on the internet. There's people who are super into books or staying home on Friday night or cats or whatever. And you don't have to be this over-the-top extroverted person who loves makeup. You can be a different kind of person and find the people that resonate with you without it costing a lot of your personal energy. So thanks so much for watching. I don't know why that took Jessie Lee 27 minutes to say, but you know, that's how these guru trainings go. If you like what you saw, I hope that you check out the Nicole Reacts playlist on this YouTube channel. And I do hope you subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 people. And it's going to take me a bit to get there, but every like helps, literally. So appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Take care.